7 o'clock. Start the recording. Go over to Facebook. Hit this go live. Look at that. I did it first time, Evan.
I'm so proud of you. You got the right headline, everything?
Yeah. Show 76. I'm hoping that's right.
I think it is.
Yeah, because I think we were 75 last week.
Yeah, we had a mini celebration for a couple seconds.
Well, no, we started the show with you telling me how horrible I was for not being ready.
How horrible you were for what?
Oh, there's that damn noise.
Well, I had to... My microphone... Never mind.
I don't know what that is, dude.
Are we okay or no?
Yeah, it just cuts out. I'm anxious to see if people can hear that. Hold on, I'm trying to start this. Live. Here we go.
Got the right headline, everything?
Yeah. Let me see if I can hear that. Yeah. I don't know what that is. So we got this thing going on right now where we got a buzzing and we don't know where it's from.
Hold on.
It's gone now.
Okay, because I just clicked it on and off and I didn't hear it.
Yeah, but so we apologize. It comes and goes real quick, so almost like I'm wondering if they're not doing something outside. And I'm picking up the, I don't know, but whatever it is, we apologize for it. I want to do this so I can see who is in the chat room. Brandy, hello. That's my cuzzo. Anyway, Evan, man, there's a lot of news to get into.
I'm good.
I don't know where I want to start. I think we'll just jump right into news real quick, and we'll probably talk about a couple of these, but a couple of them are kind of funny.
Man, no foreplay? You don't want to talk about anything going on?
I don't have anything going on. The weather's awesome. I think we're in the Midwest, so I don't want to say too much shit about the weather.
Right.
Because we'll be tracking through 16 inches of snow on the 15th.
And see, that's what I want. I secretly am still wishing for, like, there's some hope that we could get some snow, and I know it's gone. But we didn't get really any snow this year.
No, we didn't.
And I like it cold because I'm hot all the time. I mean, I'm coming out of it, but I like being able to come out in the garage where it's cool and it just like, I'm not, or I can step outside and cool myself off,
Shit, we
And
had a
I
couple
don't get
cold.
that.
We had a couple cold days because this year was one. Or actually, it might have been the end of 2022. Yeah, it would have had to been because I didn't haul garbage this year. But last year was the first time I had ever not worked because it was so damn cold and the hydraulics were freezing up and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that happens.
So, but hey. But it has been nice, and it looks nice. I think I saw one day where it drops where the low is going to be like 56, but the rest of the 10-day was like in the high 60s, low 70s. There it is. I hear it coming. Oh, went out.
Oh, we're cool.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I wish it was like something I had on or something. That's what I keep looking around to make sure I don't have some kind of electronic device, but I don't even have like the heater on, so
Yeah, we're supposed to hit 78 tomorrow. That's craziness.
Yeah, 81 here.
You're
So
right into summer.
I know. Yeah, that's the only thing that I don't like about these seasons changing, and they're going to. I mean, if you get any shift in the magnetic poles, like has been seen by scientists, it's going to change your weather. It sucks because I enjoy spring, and we used to have a pretty long spring before it got like hot, hot. And now it seems like it goes from cold to hot.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It's that first day when it's warm and you're not used to it and it's muggy a little bit and your body's like, what is this
mm-hmm.
about? This is horrible.
And especially being in the Midwest where we got all these crops and everything, it's so humid. In the mornings, you especially like when the corn and the beans are coming up, you can just see the humidity rising off that shit, and you're like, oh,
Yeah, they store the moisture.
yeah, they do. But we need them.
Absolutely.
We need them.
Anyway, news.
But yeah, do you have anything going on? I mean,
Oh, no, nothing really. No.
no. See, so me neither, Evan. I've just been working and coming home, and oh, I did buy a walk.
Yeah,
Did I?
saw that.
Yeah. I don't think we talked about it though, did we? No, because
No.
I think I actually used it Wednesday night after the show. Yeah,
What'd
because
you make?
well, that night I'd used my rice maker the night before, and I just cooked, a cup of rice, and on fried rice you have to have cold cooked rice, and they say it's best if it's like a day old or whatever. So I made shrimp fried rice, man,
Cool.
and I nailed it. I
Sweet.
Dude, I went to work the next day, and I mean I probably had enough to feed four people. I ate probably two servings right out of the wok. I didn't even put it in a bowl, dude. I'm sitting there with a fork just, eating this shit. And then so I go to work. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking I was going to get the taco truck that's in the parking lot of the place I work at. And I was like, man, I got that fried rice at home. I drove home and hurried up, ate lunch, and then drove back. But yeah, I was like, I killed it. And then the next day, I did chicken and broccoli, garlic chicken and broccoli, just over fresh rice.
Nice.
I like that rice maker, man. That was a
Yeah,
good, yeah. I best
we
best gift I bought myself in a while.
nice. We got one. Yeah. They're the only thing is okay, you have a big kitchen. You've seen our kitchen, it's tiny. All these appliances and shit
Yeah,
and all these
I
things.
know.
Man, my garage, the cabinets I put in my garage was should be for car parts and tools and shit are all like kitchen appliances and stuff, man. My garage has become an extension of the kitchen.
And see, the older, I turned 50 a few weeks ago, but I was doing this shit before I was 50. But like, I just really, I like cooking. And
No, you
I
do.
probably spent more than I should on kitchen shit. Like I didn't need the set of knives I bought. I could have went to Walmart and bought the cheap. But I mean, I don't know.
If it keeps you inside cooking, eating good food and not, paying a whole bunch of money for takeout and all kinds of crap like that, then I mean, it's all good. It's hard when you're one person single. It's like that's a lot of cooking for one person. I don't know. I just would rather do something else, you know me.
Right, right. Um, Here we got two parts to this story. But Arizona Dairy Queen on the hunt for their missing Big Red Spoon statue.
Yeah, big red spoon statue somewhere. How How big is it? Somebody stole it, ruined it.
It's pretty big. Let me see if I can get a picture of this thing.
Pickup truck big or flatbed trailer big?
Yeah, definitely a pickup truck. Oh yeah, I can get. Here's a good picture of it. Hold on. We'll put this. Oh, see if we can't get this. Hold on, folks. We want you to see this Dairy Queen. Display. Yep, that's it. So this big ass red spoon right there, Evan.
Oh, nice.
So it's pretty big. It came up missing. Some vandals, Evan. They got
Man, I
him.
wonder how heavy it is.
I don't know. It doesn't. Here, hold on. Let's.
Damn.
Yeah, let me get this back over. Okay, the owners of a Dairy Queen in Phoenix remain perplexed and slightly amused as to why somebody would steal the giant red spoon that adorned their restaurant. It's 15 foot tall. Yeah, it was just. I don't know. It doesn't say. They took off on it. Okay, the surveillance camera caught two people appearing to manipulate the screws that held the spoon to the base and then taken off on a small motorbike.
Really, a 15-foot spoon. I love how they say manipulated the fasteners. They unbolted it.
Yes. Evan, update. Spoon spotted. Arizona Dairy Queen's big red spoon has been found.
It's hard to conceal.
Yes, it was found Monday and it was in a park. And it's partly thanks to Pokemon Go. Some kids were playing Pokemon Go and saw a big red spoon leaning against the fence.
That's when I know I'd be done with anything in life that I've just. If I came home and like, man, I swear I saw this dude on a motorbike with a bag of Dairy Queen, and he had a 15-foot spoon with him.
Here you go, Evan. Here is a picture of the spoon in captivity.
Oh shoot!
So there you go.
Good find. Good job.
So
thank
you.
What that weighs?
Thank you, nerds. Who's still playing Pokemon Go? I never even put that on my phone.
Oh heck no!
But I think if I'd have been a little younger, I would have. I probably would have got into it.
I've never put a game on my phone.
Here's a cut. I got a few stories about joggers. No April Fool's prank. Jogger has close encounter with cow.
Ooh.
A Maine jogger encountered an angry cow, and it was no joke, Evan. The cow tried to trample her, and she ended up escaping, but,
Oh, man. A mad cow.
Boy, that would be scary, man. Just, jogging, probably got your earbuds in, listening to the Rocky theme song, and, I'm going to sneeze.
I know a dude that claimed he hit a deer mountain biking. I've come close. I mean, I've gone right by him and then looked, and they're just stopped on the side of a trail, and I whizzed by him. But he's like one jump right out and just knocked him off his bike and gone. Like, that'd be a freak.
And then the next one, and I don't remember if we did this, but there was a girl that, and she was in a marathon running her best time. Number 2 hit her.
Oh, no. That happens.
What do you think she did, Evan?
They do it and keep on going.
She did, and ran her best time.
Mm-hmm.
No, she was not a nobody wanted to shake her hand or get pictures with her or anything.
No, but the marathon runners shitting themselves is not uncommon.
No, they pee on themselves, everything.
That's
So,
so like crazy enduring on their body that they even like grease their like armpits and the inside of the legs just because that friction rubbing together. It's just that's nuts on your body. It's they collapse and you can't move. Wow, those people, hats off to you. I ain't gonna do it.
and this story from Fujisawa Island in Japan, Japanese surfer nears 90 may have just broken a big record wave.
Mm.
This dude climbed Mount Fuji at 80 years old and just started surfing a few years ago. Man.
He's really wanting to die.
Yeah, you know, Evan, we did our little show about animals, and we were talking about dinosaurs. Check this story out from New York. The T Rex is often shown bearing massive, sharp teeth, like the ferocious creature in Jurassic Park. But new research may suggest that this classic image might be all wrong.
Really.
Yeah.
But they had like human teeth instead. Can you imagine a dinosaur with
Yes.
like a human grill?
That's what they're saying. They said when researchers compared skulls from dinosaurs and living reptiles through what they found, this wasn't the case. Some large monitor lizards actually have bigger teeth than the T Rex compared to their skull size and can still fit them under a set of scaly lips.
Mm.
So, yeah, the T Rex might not have been the king of Stang.
No kidding.
Yeah, that's kind of. Officers arrest alligator walking near Tampa Bay Stadium.
Was he jaywalking?
I think so. Uh, Tampa Tampa police officers were called to a commercial part of town because of a disturbance, but it wasn't a fight. Anyone behaving in a disorderly manner. It was a 9-foot alligator. Checking
Wow.
garbage cans and just slamming them around.
I don't want that.
No, man, and I'd be like, nah, this ain't a police job. This is what do you call that? Animal control. I'd be no. I'd be like, nah. If it ain't attacking somebody and I can't shoot the alligator, then
Yeah,
uh,
I'm with you.
police search for tigers stolen from home in northern Mexico.
Mm. Someone stole someone's tiger. Big money.
I hope nobody in the U.S. buys it because we're going to read about that. Dude tries to give tiger joint shotgun. Tiger bites off head.
Oh, I'm sure there's a crazy black market for these animals. These crazy rich people.
Oh, you know there is.
Mm-hmm.
What was that other one? Oh, NY. This guy that was put in the back of an ambulance to be treated. The driver and the passenger got out. He jumped in driver's seat and he took off and led the police on a 25-mile joyride.
I take it he wasn't headed towards the hospital.
No, he went away from the hospital.
Man, outrunning cops in an ambulance, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it'd be
Because
fun.
everyone's going to get out of your way.
Yeah, you got the, as long as you know how to turn the lights and shit on. They're
Yeah.
getting over, and then nobody's going to try to stop you because they're going to be like, because you do see those, like when the big rigs, they'll get a hold of the big rigs to, almost get side by side and kind of create a slowdown.
Do they?
Yeah, you've never seen that? Yeah, yeah. The cops use the truckers all the time.
I didn't know they
Yeah.
really communicated.
Well, yeah, and especially in places where there's a lot of GTAs and everything like that. But
Gotcha.
well, they ended up using a spike strip to stop this ambulance and his joyride. So instead of the hospital, he got to go to jail, Evan.
No kidding.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
Maine claims biggest ice disk at 1,776 feet. I don't
Mm.
see if you. This don't make sense to me. Volunteers cut a big old circle in a frozen lake and set it in motion, claiming a world record in a category that few people know exists: the biggest ice carousel.
Really?
Yeah. You know why
I didn't
nobody
know.
you know why nobody knows about that world record? Cuz it's a stupid fucking world record.
Go cut a hole or go cut a disc out of the ice, the biggest
Yes,
one you can cut, and float it down.
that's it. That's all you got to do,
That
Evan. You could be
people are insane.
famous. See, that's why I don't know, man. I'm just that Guinness Book of World's Records. I just don't know, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of dumb shit in there.
A lot of dumb shit. Here's some news from around the world. Female assassin accused of killing pro-Putin blogger after giving him sculpture packed with explosives.
Really?
Yeah. That's some James Bond shit, dude.
Yeah, that's a little mini Trojan horse thing
Yeah,
here. Here's
right.
this nice statue, kaboom.
And here's this story. Columbus, Ohio. Two suspects are accused of a blah, 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 accused of a robbery after they allegedly became enraged over their order at Chipotle. One of them pulled a gun and demanded more cheese.
This is a robbery.
You ain't shorting me on my queso.
Oh man,
The
people need to just calm down.
The suspects cornered one employee and ripped her hat off, then engaged in a fight with the other employee. One of the suspects pulled out a gun on the other employee, while the other suspect repeatedly said, "Shoot them."
This world's gone mad.
Over some cheese, man.
Okay. I'll throw some more cheese on there.
Oh, there's this guy. Supposed to
You
be
get
one of the.
constipated.
Oh, wow. Joanne, I'm sorry. I said this guy, this woman, Joanne Segovia, 64, known as the Grandma of San Jose's powerful police union, has been busted and charged with important fentanyl muscle relaxers and other drugs through the mail.
Yes. I think I heard about this.
And she's trying to blame her housekeeper. Oh, if I was that housekeeper, I'd be yeah, I ain't, you know,
I ain't taking that one for you.
no. And I'd be saying everything. Oh, yeah. And she's got two vibrators in her drawer.
Oh no.
But yeah, and she's been doing this for a while. They have been see,
Is this the one where they said she's been doing it for like 7 years?
yeah.
They've been observing. You don't need to observe someone for 7 years. Come
No.
on now.
No. And
Nobody should be retiring on a case like that. You know?
how many people died because they waited?
Mm-hmm.
and overdosed on those pills or whatever.
All these letter agencies we got.
This can't be in. This can't be in the U.S. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Police traveled 500 miles to seize girl's pet goat for slaughter. A federal civil lawsuit alleges that the sheriff's department from Shasta County, California, traveled across the state to seize a little girl's beloved pet goat for slaughter.
Dang.
Uh, she attended a fair. I'm trying to figure out why and they attended a fair. The fair includes a junior livestock auction in which members of 4-H programs exhibit farm animals they've raised. At the end, the animals are sold to the highest bidders to be slaughtered for meat. The fair takes 7% of the sale, and the kids get to keep the rest. In April, Long purchased her daughter a goat who she named Cedar from the um oh, why is that cut off like that? I can't. Oh, she bought this until the fair fed and okay, she bought it from the fair. She bonded with the animal, but they said the goat had been she wasn't the highest bidder at 901 and somebody outbid her by 902.
Well, rough one.
I mean, I know what you should do if you're that dude. If they're gonna if you're not gonna have to pay that 900 or you're gonna get your 902 back,
Mm-hmm.
you just go buy another fucking goat.
Right.
Damn, I didn't know goats were that expensive for.
Me neither.
Damn, $902 for one goat. Whew.
We'll
Yeah,
start raising goats.
I know that's kind of rough, but I think now the law's the law and the contract's the contract. So I mean legally, uh, I don't see why this is gonna. If it goes to court, I really don't see this going in the little girl's favor. Now, for social, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this guy probably owns some kind of business or something like that. His best thing would be to do is to jump in front of this and make sure this doesn't even go to court.
Yeah. Really.
And just say, hey, okay, I'm gonna waive my rights to a goat.
You know.
And if it is
Yeah.
a pet goat, I mean, it's not like
Don't tie up the legal system with this.
right? Please, please don't do that. I think. So, have you been paying attention to anything going on over in France with the government pensions?
Oh, the protests they've had. Uh huh.
Yes.
Yeah, they're
Um,
flipping out.
Emmanuel, what's that guy's name? Is it Macron,
Mm-hmm. Macron. Yeah.
Macron, something like that. He takes off his luxury watch during pension TV interview. They actually caught him taking off this like $100,000 Rolex and putting it in his pocket. Uh,
We always joke about the French being pussies, but man, they get up in arms of some shit. They're very anti-authority,
yeah,
and they're raising the retirement age 2 years because they raised it like in the UK like 5 years. Those people didn't do shit.
yeah,
They raised it 2 years, and they are rioting, and it's not all over Paris, but I mean there's areas and I don't know why we joke about them. I really don't.
No, I don't either. Because this ain't the first time.
Yeah,
And
they go
they've
to
had,
toe. They really do.
yeah. And there was something a couple years ago that they wanted to do, and the workers all stood up and said, nope. And,
Hmm.
they were in front of the Eiffel Tower. And I don't understand why we don't see more of that on our news.
Why
Yeah.
do you think?
Well, I know why. I want you to think about why.
I already know too.
Um, but yeah, it's just. But I was kind of thinking about that, and then I read about it, and I'm kind of with them, and it's the same for over here because we have a lot of um, people in government that when they get in government, they're not millionaires, but when they leave, whether it's book deals or anything, we have
Hmm.
millionaires and billionaires collecting pensions,
Hmm.
and they shouldn't be allowed. I think if you leave political office and your bank account is over $1 million, you're good. You're going to find other things to do.
Yeah, we shouldn't pay for them forever because I mean they could just go in and make the deals. It's sad.
Well, and it's not just them. If they pass away, it goes to their spouse. That's a lot of money, dude. That can be
Hmm.
going to other things that are a lot more important than, people.
I'm with you.
Sanitary pad makers sue Ohio Magazine or over published letters saying product carried COVID-19 vaccination. Okay, this was in like one of those listener letter things or readers letters or op-ed or whatever they call that.
Uh huh.
But you still have to read them. And, come on, that's obviously somebody that's crazier and nuttier than squirrel shit is like what I like to say.
Right.
So, Australian swim club bans nudity in showers and changing rooms.
That's tough. Okay. Okay.
So I
You
get
know
how
what the locker rooms are for or whatever?
Evan, we got two. Since we do them, it seems like a weekly thing on this Sunday thing. We got two trucks that overturned. One of them
Oh,
spills oranges and mangoes all over Interstate 70. The
oh man.
the other one, bacon.
Oh no.
Now, if that would have happened around me, you know what would have happened. This red F-250 pulled up,
With a
grabbed
fork truck.
grabbed a shovel and started shoveling bacon, and then he peeled off. Uh,
Yeah. I'm just thinking what a mess either one could be, but yeah, orange juice. I mean, oranges is nasty, sticky mess all over. Man, that's
and this couple, we're getting close to the end of news, but I wanted to do a romantic story, Evan.
oh,
Uh,
oh
couple
nice.
couple arrested for allegedly crashing cars for insurance pays out. They guess how they got busted, Evan?
Running into each other.
What? No,
How they get busted?
yeah. I mean, you got the money. What
Okay.
what else would you want? If you got money, what else would you want? If you're not a very smart, intelligent person.
Well, I'd want more cars because we just wrecked them to get money, right?
No, they had that scam going. They were getting leases on them, and as soon as they wrecked two, they went and got two different ones. So yeah, and they were, you know, but no, they were posting these videos to YouTube, Evan. They wanted that
Oh,
celebrity, that
oh,
fame.
I think you said they wanted cocaine.
Well, probably
They
that's
got a
probably
meth.
why they were doing it.
They got the money. Now they want the meth.
That's right. Um, we're gonna go check out our buddy Dave Moreland at the Bozo Criminal of the Day to end our newscast. This one comes from Oklahoma, where Red Rocker Sammy Hagar was performing at the Lucky Star Casino. Our bozos Jerry Moore, 56, and Marcia Green, 60, attended the show and apparently had a good time. A very good time. And what better way to keep the party going than to heading over to the TA truck stop? The cops were called when they were spotted taking naked pictures in front of the semis in parking lots. In the parking lot. When the cops arrived, they found our bozos back inside Jerry's truck, still naked, and Marcia was playing with a large sex toy. The cops advised them to get a room, but not before first charging them with public indecency. And they are banned from the TA's truck stop for life.
And these people in their 60s?
Yeah, Jerry was 56 and Marcia was 60.
Oh my gosh. They had too much of the Red Rocker, huh?
I guess so. Boy,
Sammy.
if somebody can get those pictures and send them to Evan,
No, I'm cool.
he would appreciate it. Let's see if we didn't do this one. Yeah, we did that one.
Hold on. Sammy Hagar
Yeah.
is 75 years old.
Are you serious?
I'm not messing around. He born in 47, yeah.
Wow.
Wow. He's still going. He's still... Well, we went and saw George Thorogood a year and a half ago. I'm like, man, these guys are up there.
Well, yeah.
Sammy, hats off to you, man.
All right, Evan. You ready for your trivia question?
Oh, sure. What do you got?
And I'm gonna give you a $500,000. Either way. Here's your other hint. There's a decimal in there. So, and it's in the millions. So it's going to be like, say 20.6 million.
Okay.
I'm going to give you that a $500,000 now, either way. But in the U.S., every 12 seconds, someone steals this from a Holiday Inn. Evan, for $1, what are they stealing every 12 seconds at the Holiday Inn?
Shampoo.
Oh.
No, what is it? Toilet paper?
A towel.
Oh, man, everybody always jokes about stealing Holiday Inn towels. And I'm like, nobody steals. I mean, those are the scratchiest things. Okay, I guess people still stealing towels.
Okay, now here is your chance. You get a re-chance on this same question. Evan, how many towels are stolen per year? And I'm giving you a $500,000 either way.
7.2.
Little high, Evan. 2.7 million towels per year are stolen from the Holiday Inn.
That's amazing. Stolen.
But you're right. The Holiday Inn has got the worst freaking towels.
Well, most all hotel towels they're not soft, they're scratchy. I mean, but yeah, I think all the little hand towels that people wrap up their stuff with and shove it in there. So that could be like anything, not their big towels or whatever. I'm sure that's Are they? This is say. It's kind of funny, but that's a lot of towels.
Uh, Let me scroll back up. More information.
Wonder how many towels a
No,
single hotel
it
may
says
have.
the larger towels are the main thing taken.
Really? Hmm.
The hand towels are second. I
Yeah.
The soap and shampoo though, I think that's not really stealing it because those are personal mini bottles anyway. It's not like they're gonna reuse that shit.
Right. And they don't charge you for it anyway. It's not
Right.
like,
No,
the fridge stuff.
you're getting charged for it. It's charged
Well,
in that room.
right, but it's not like the mini fridge where you use the shampoo, they charge you extra. No, it's all in the price of the room. You paid for
What
that
kind of
stuff.
hotel you stay in? You've stayed at a hotel where they charged you if use the shampoo?
No, no,
Oh, I was
no.
gonna say what?
Like I said, you pay for it anyway. It's price of the room.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got you.
Yeah, you bought it. You know,
I thought like you
take
stayed
it or
at
leave it. You bought it.
some place that like if you used a pump of shampoo, it was like, hey, we seen you use two pumps and only took
No.
one shower. Uh, man, I was sitting there earlier and I was looking at what at the first of the month we get our listener stats from Facebook and I get them from YouTube. And I was sitting there and I was looking at uh, the age of the men that listen, and it's mostly people 34 through 55. Well, then I was reading a story a little bit later about the suicide rates, how they've really gone up in the last like 2 years. We were actually on a decline. And then I started looking, and it's men 34 to 55 have went up almost 13%.
I could see that.
And I'm like, oh my God.
There's a lot of guys in that age group have lost a lot in the last couple years.
Yeah.
There's some that have made it, but there's some that really their businesses either shut down or highly affected by things. And I could see it.
Another one that really kind of shocked me, that went up to number one at the time. They were like, for the last several years, they were like, what, in 2016, they were second highest. It looks like 2017, they were almost tied with the men 45 to 54. And then they had a decline where they dropped to fifth, but 85 or older were the number one suicide rate in 2020.
I could see that. hmm
Yeah.
That's a group that's all of a sudden they've been on fixed income forever, and the price of their groceries has doubled, and the energy costs and everything, and all of a sudden they're just like they're getting, I don't know. That's
Uh,
the way I see it.
the 25 to 34 has dropped, which that's good. It's still high.
Well,
And
because unemployment. I mean, there's a lot of jobs out there I mean, there's a lot of unemployment. Don't get me wrong, but there's been some hiring in the last couple of years. There's a lot of jobs out there now,
but yeah, and
but they're low end jobs.
and I found out that a dude that I wasn't really I won't say I was friends with him, but when I hung out down in Moweaqua and everything, he was around at the couple of parties and everything I went to. So I was cool with him, and we had a couple conversations. I wouldn't call him a friend, you know what I mean, but I knew him and we were cool. And
Gotcha.
I saw my buddy's sister not long ago, and we were at the gas station, and I asked, I said, "Hey, you still see any of those guys?" And she was like, "Well, yeah," and then proceeded to tell me that that guy had killed himself,
Oh no.
like the weekend of Thanksgiving. Just went out to his shed and you know
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what to, I mean, I I don't know what to say on that shit. I mean, because what do you say? Because
Yeah,
look,
yeah,
I
you can't.
no. And I'm not saying that any of them a lot of people say that that's selfish and everything like that. Well, them people are hurt, and they obviously they don't think they are good enough for the people around them. Which it's nobody's fault, man. I mean, there's things that happen that just, and I think a lot of it with men is we are afraid to show too much emotion, to show our past scars
I
and
agree.
shit, because there's shit that's like, like has happened to me that, dude, I still dream about, that I still wake up sweating and I have nightmares from trauma, and there have been times, and, I'm not going to sit here and bullshit anybody, where I think about it at the weirdest times. I can be driving and just automatically I think, man, if I just jerk this wheel right then. But a lot of the reason that it, I have never done it is because I'm scared to hurt the people that care about me. I don't want to put that pain on them.
Mm-hmm.
And because I mean, I'll be straight up, dude. I I I don't know what I'm doing here. I question life every fucking day.
Oh, I'm with you, and it's weird now that we're getting to this age. It's like I still feel like I'm the same. I still feel like I'm a 20-year-old kid in a way. I know a lot more stuff,
Right.
but and I'm like I'm not prepared for this right now, and who do I got to rely on besides me, I mean, we all have that's all we got is ourselves.
Right.
And I mean, when it comes down to it, um yeah, it's scary.
It's very scary. But
And
look,
but I think the whole thing, like, I think it's natural. I think it's something that a lot of people question all the time, and I see that on some TikToks and stuff. Some women are just like, I don't I don't want to end it, but I don't want to I don't want to keep this going. They're just like people are just
right.
stuck. And it's like I don't want out, but I got to have something different, and that's not happening, and it's not going to.
And listen, before, because I I've got a story that if I started it, I mean, we could sit here for 4 hours and I could prove why I am the way I am. And I mean, I can be in my head just ready to, just be done with it. Just be completely fucking done with life and be on Facebook and I'm making videos or I'm making people laugh. And, but in my inside, I'm just like, okay. And I think that, like, doing this show and doing the little videos that I do, and, just kind of being into the stuff that I'm into right now is kind of my outlet.
And you got to have it.
Yeah. And that is one thing, that if you're going through the shit that I'm going through, where you're questioning whether you even want to fucking be here, man, reach out to somebody or reach for something. Whether,
Please.
yeah, I mean, and look, am I a guy that's there for everybody whenever they need me? No, I'm not. I don't hang out with a bunch of people, but I will promise you this: if you reach out to me and you need me on some serious shit like that, I'm gonna drop whatever the fuck I'm doing because
I
I I,
agree.
I don't want to lose any more friends. Even if we're friends on Facebook, if you're friends of the show, I don't want to lose anybody. Not that way. I'm not going out that way. And I don't want you to either. So, and this ain't just for the dudes. This is for anybody because, I mean, men's suicide rates this year have already, if they keep on the same, like they're showing, they're saying it could be a 4% increase from last year. And women are going up too at 3%. So,
Wow. That's that sucks. Yes. Yeah. Anybody listening, man, reach out to one of us, whatever. I mean, I'll give you my full attention. I have
er,
nothing else to do right now.
and even if I got shit to do, and I mean, hell. And I don't bother a lot of people with my shit, and I've dealt with it. And look, I've tried the medications, I've tried the therapist, and I've actually went to a therapist a few times and discussed my shit. But I'm sorry, it kind of made it worse for me because I kind of dug into it and I brought a lot of it back up. And it
Karmic.
was like, then I started dreaming about the shit, and then they had me on this like power, and I only took it at night because it knocked me the hell out. And I could only take half of it, but it was an antipsychotic to help me so I wouldn't remember my dreams. And I was like, I woke up and I accidentally took the wrong pill one day. I took that nighttime one and tried to go to work. I had to leave, dude. I was like, I'm fucked up. And
Yeah.
my doctor told me there's people that take 3 or 4 of those and function during the day. I'm like, oh, hell no. So I didn't do the pill thing very long because
Yeah.
unless you got, and I'm not saying depression, please don't take this the wrong way. But if it's not, I don't know how to say this without, depression, I think, can be dealt with without medication. And there's certain mental conditions that you have to have medication for,
True.
that people that have these disorders, if they don't have this medication, they go, the wild or whatever. I don't think depression is something that I needed the medication for. Some people might. So I don't want to say, oh, you don't need medication if you're depressed.
Yeah, don't just up and drop any drugs. Yeah,
Y-
I lost a family member a couple years ago. It was she had been on, she had some issues with her passion. She had been on medication. She went to a new doctor, which took her off some medication and didn't tell my cousin and didn't know what was going on. But yeah, she went to work one day and she didn't come home, and that was horrible to go through.
yeah. Yeah, so I would never tell anybody not to take medicine, or it wasn't for me. And I just I think the thing that just, I guess, keeps me going is I try to do good and try to make people's days a little better. I mean, not just doing this show or anything like that, or not on social media, but out in the world too.
Hmm.
And I just, the way I treat people, because you never know.
Yeah,
And I,
positive energy.
and I guarantee you now, after reading that article, because I'm sorry, when and I shouldn't have read that article before we started because you saw how it affected me.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to start the show. It wasn't, hey, how was your week? And all, I mean, it did. It affected me because I saw that and my heart dropped. And it was like, man, we lose enough people to enough stuff. I just don't want anybody, and, anybody at all, but especially people that, somehow we're close to in one way or another.
I'm with you. Absolutely.
But yeah, that's all I had. Chili, I mean, you got anything?
I don't know. This is odd because I've been thinking, lately about movies, and I don't watch a lot of the later newer movies. But anyway, this Tom Hanks movie, uh, I think it's in the theater. Have you heard this? A Man Called Otto.
A Man Called
Anyway, it's a Tom. It's. But the movie is about this crotch. It's total Hollywood. It's not a great movie. It's really, I don't know if it won any awards. It's Tom Hanks. Everybody blows over him. He's okay, but he's this crotchety old widower, and it's so formula, but he wants to end it. I mean, and that's what's really weird when you start talking about this. That's the movie, is him wanting to end it. And of course, there's a young family, that moves in, and of course they soften his heart. And then of course he, to make it all, complete the Hollywood thing, ends up having a random relationship with a transgender young person. I mean, it's just so Hollywood, and anyway, it's such a horrible movie, and I'm like, gosh, this is Hollywood these days. Anyway, it was really odd that you kind of, you know, brought that whole thing up, and I'm like, man, they talk about the older people's suicide rate in this movie. Just kind of, I wonder how it really spoke out to a lot of seniors. This guy's retiring, and he's like, screw you people anyway. I don't like you, and they don't like him. And his, like I said, he's a widower, and he just like,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
man. Anyway, I was like, man, this is Hollywood these days. It was almost like Time Life movie if you didn't put that little suicide part in there.
right, right. There.
But then, so on the flip, I watched The Whale. This is the movie that Brendan Fraser got the award for.
Uh-huh.
Have you heard of this movie?
I've heard of it, but I have not even seen a trailer for it.
Dude, don't waste your time on this movie.
Dude, I never do. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, the only shit I watch is I watch. I like 80s and 90s sitcoms. Um, and the movies are the same way. Like I'll watch Die Hard, and if it comes on, I do like the Mission Impossible movies. I know some of them are kind of stupid, but that's the kind of movie I like. I don't want to sit there and watch anything that's going to make me think, or no bullshit like that. Entertain me. Yeah, I don't want to cry. I will never ever watch a movie where a dog dies in it. So like that fucking Marley and Me, fuck Owen Wilson.
I never watched it for that reason. I knew it was going to be
Dude.
a giant tearjerker.
Oh my God, I've never bawled so hard at a movie in my freaking life. Yeah, fuck that movie.
Oh man. Well, I got to tell you, this Brendan Fraser movie, dude, it starts off with him, this 500-pound dude jerking off to gay porn. And it goes down from there, man. This guy is a shut-in, and the whole movie is filmed in his apartment, and him kind of trying to make amends with his daughter that he left years ago because he left his wife for the reason. Anyway, I'm telling you, don't watch this movie. People are like, this is great acting. I guess if this dude's doing this acting in one of them giant bodysuits, is this movie's a pass. That's all I got to say,
Well,
man.
there you go. I've never seen it, so I'm giving it an A, and Evan's giving it to what did he win the award for?
Oh, I think like best actor, whatever. But
Uh,
like I said, this movie is just it's horrible all the way through. It's like this is horrible, and I don't think Vicky finished it. And but anyway, man, it's like my frustration with movies these days because we've tried to go back and watch some old movies. Have you ever watched Streetcar Named Desire?
it's been a long time since I've seen that.
Oh my God, we didn't make it. I don't think no, we didn't finish that. And then try to watch this Clint Eastwood movie, Play Misty for Me, which I don't know is supposed to be a classic. I've always heard that line. Anyway, can't I haven't finished
Is
this one,
that
and I
is
probably
that the
won't.
one where he's a DJ?
And this stalker girl is
Yeah,
this
yeah,
crazy
yeah,
psycho. That's it. That's the whole movie. And I'm like, I can't take this anymore.
yeah.
It's just like call the police, get this bitch out of here. That's the end of the
I
movie
I
in my mind.
I think it was good for the time. It was a good, but yeah, I'm with you. It's almost like the uh, Clint
It's just
Eastwood
so hard.
movies, what where he was Harry Callahan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean those are kind of hard to watch nowadays. The
Man,
acting and everything in them, you're like, ooh,
it's just so slow and simple and just, I don't know. It's just hard to find movies these days. I'm like, oh, okay, let's go back and watch these old classics. Like, this sucks. Is there a golden age for movies? I don't know.
oh,
I guess there's just hit and miss all the way through.
see, Mark Hoffman just hit all three of my favorite Clint Eastwood movies. Any Which Way But Loose, or Any
Yeah.
Which Way You Can, and then Firefox. Great movie. I thought that was pretty good. That was about the uh,
Never saw that one.
oh, like that's when the Blackbird, the stealth bomber and stuff was coming out, and it was something like that.
Okay.
So, Fleetwood Mac singer Christy McVie, she passed away not long ago. Her cause of death was revealed, and her body was riddled, they said, with cancer.
A bummer.
So, and she kept that quiet. So, she had been battling cancer. So,
Sorry to hear that.
yeah, I am too. And I only said that because it popped up right on my news thing. So, I didn't mean to, I guess, end the show like that. But I think it is about time to end it, Evan. It is.
I guess so.
Gave them an hour. They get bored of us if we're on here too long.
I'm sure.
But Evan,
Ooh.
let them know what you're about.
I'm about to say goodnight and let you know to have a wonderful week. This is Monday. Yeah, have a nice
Yeah.
have a nice week, people. Good weather. Get outside, get fresh air, do stuff.
Yeah. And that's what we're going to do. And that's why we're down to one show per week until the fall. And, so we'll come on. We'll give you an hour. We won't do the 45-minute thing anymore. And we'll give you an hour, sometimes a little more, if we get to talking about something. Remember, though, I mean, keep an eye on the people you love. If somebody's a little depressed and everything, just check on them. Just, don't say, hey, man, I'm fucking worried about you. You're fucking scaring me. Don't do that. But just check on them. Hey, man, been thinking about you. What's up? And just let's try to get that number down. Because I didn't like that. I didn't like how many people attempted suicide. They said over, I think it was 1.9 million people in the United States admitted to it.
Wow.
So it's probably higher than that. So,
Yeah.
we want y'all around. We want to be around, and But anyway, for Chili442 and myself, we will see you next week on another fun-filled episode of the Al from D-Town and Chili442 Show.
That's right.
Not scheduled on the show next week. The lead singer of the band The Temptations, Pamela Anderson, and Dr. Ruth will not be on next week's show. So,
Damn, I like Dr. Ruth.
I know. Is she still alive?
I think so.
Huh. I wonder if we could get her on the show. You know what? I don't know if we could get her on the show. We'd get hung up on. Because I'd ask a few serious questions, but then I'd be like, hey, did you ever have to change panties when you got done talking all them sex things and, holding dildos and stuff? Do you ever go back and just, give yourself carpal tunnel?
I don't want to think about it.
Oh, Dr. Ruth. Happy Easter.
Just ruined this
Oh,
show.
yeah. Sunday will be Easter. So if you, the Christian Easter, Evan, when is the Greek Easter this year?
The week after.
The
Orthodox
week after
Easter.
is the Orthodox Easter. So anybody celebrating holidays, enjoy. And until next Monday, be good to one another. We love you. Peace.
Good night.
I sure messed up that ending. I was like, because I usually say, hold on. I got to kill the recording. I say, peace, we love you, be good to one another.
We done, right?